head down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Spin on, spin move, in zone. Scope for sideline, a touchdown. I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin on, spin move, in zone. Scope for sideline, a touchdown. I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the Titans and Patriots tied together in so many personnel-related ways, but remember, these two met in the first round of the playoffs a season ago on a cold Saturday night in Foxborough, and it was the Titans who came in as the 6th seed and pulled off that stunner 20-13. Of course, Logan Ryan, one of those with Patriot ties, he intercepted Tom Brady, brought it back for the touchdown on what would prove to be Brady's final pass in a New England uniform. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
The tackle made.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
4 yards.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, Newton. Complete to Lamar Miller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Complete to Lamar.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going with White here, toss left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 41.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Or Patriots 7, Titans nothing.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
He was
a rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start. And not only have they thought... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 62 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play. It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it? Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19. Yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 73 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play calling.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
James White, the ball carrier.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off play action, Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton looking deep for gain. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 51 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Is on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Derrick Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Henry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of 2.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds.
Yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. This is Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times at any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
New England.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point,
and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taylor Gabriel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bima Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
He was covered by...
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun. Switch.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He goes full extension, and he's got it. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
3 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
First down, here's White. And a short gain down to about the 33. Malcolm Butler, of course, you remember, a former Patriot, in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they will run it with the shell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now flags come in. Look like one of the Patriots might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're You're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Dante Hightower on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Took left. Yeah, right there, 54 Mike. Right here.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the...
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run on 1st down. White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
20.
Newton's going to throw it. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
34, Titans 12.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Go ahead.